Yo guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at the all-new 2024 Mercedes AMG GT. So let's get right into it. Although it may look similar to that of the first gen AMG GT or even the new gen SL, the only two things that it inherited from the SL were the doors and obviously the M177 4-liter bi-turbo V8 engine. And it gets its massive front grille inspiration from the AMG GT Black Series. Its wheelbase is actually 7 centimeters longer than the first gen AMG GT, and its overall length is also longer by 18 centimeters, and its height is also 6 centimeters taller, but it retains the same width as the first gen AMG GT. You can get an add-on aerodynamics package where you'll get a couple extra body parts such as these flicks, these side pieces, and of course that massive wing at the back, which will actually keep the retractable wing on the back stationary since you have a huge carbon fiber wing sitting on top of it. It's powered by the M177 4-liter bi-turbocharged V8 engine churning out 585 horsepower and 800 Nm of torque. And this very car boasts a top speed of 196 miles an hour or 315 kilometers an hour. And it uses the 9-speed MCT speed shift transmission that is able to propel this from 0 to 62 miles an hour or 100 kilometers an hour in 3.2 seconds. And get this guys, this car comes equipped with the 4MATIC Plus system, meaning that you can either send 50% of the power to the front axle and 50% of the power to the rear axle, or you can go really nuts in drift mode and send 100% of the power to the rear axle and drive like a maniac. And as you guys will know, the Mercedes TriStar emblem is no longer present on the bonnet as it has been replaced by the Affalterbach crest, which will be prominent on all AMG models from now. It was actually introduced when Mercedes revealed the all-new C63 SE Performance, i.e. the AMG without V8, and it was said that it would be prominent then on. And guys, there are actually two variants of the AMG GT, i.e. the AMG GT 63, which we have been looking at for quite some time, and the AMG GT 55, which is actually the same thing. It has the same engine, same looks, but it is slightly down on power where it produces 476 horsepower and 700 Nm of torque, and it goes from 0 to 60 miles an hour or 100 kilometers an hour in 3.9 seconds. And I'm pretty sure most people would want to go for the GT63 other than the GT55. And guys, coming to the interior, it is the exact same as it was in the SL, but the infotainment screen is in a permanent position because the SL was a roadster and it had the ability to move here and there to avoid the reflection of the sun. But since this is an enclosed coupe, the infotainment screen is in a fixed place and it is a 12.8 inch screen, and you've got a 12.3 inch screen for the driver dash. And obviously you have a lot of creature comforts such as aircon, heated seats, ambient lighting all over the place. And this is actually a 2+2, meaning there are two small seats in the back, but no adult would fit in there because it is a cramp as it is and you can hardly sit in one seat. I would obviously advise making your kids sit there and you would just chillax in the main seats. And guys, coming to one of the best features of this car, and that is the incredible amount of boot space you get. When you fold the seats, you get 675 liters of space, which is 75 liters more than what you got in the first gen AMG GT. I mean, you can comfortably put two full-size golf sets and still have enough space for a lot more stuff. Wow, Mercedes have really thought this through to make this a very practical daily driver. Well guys, that was the Mercedes AMG GT, and boy, this is a big W in my book. I mean, Mercedes have kept the feeling of a near 600 horsepower Grand Tourer / supercar, and they've given it practicality for it to be a daily driver, and that incredible amount of boot space where you can literally go for a grocery run and bring back a month's worth of groceries and still have enough space. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks a lot for watching guys. Remember to hit that sub button and click the bell to ensure that you don't miss out on any future videos. Thanks a lot for watching guys. See ya!